Have you ever woken up with the absence of sound? Silence sounds very nice, a luxury my life seemingly will never have. My life is full of sounds of a merry-go-round. They circle my head, never stopping. Shuffling footsteps, laughter, my breath, in an inconsistent rhythm, my pounding heart, the ringing in my ears, they all melt in a circling song, a very strange type of music. High school was the peak of this noise. I was so overwhelmed, and soon I began to hear the negative voices. They told me I was crazy, insane, a negative force, selfish, ungrateful, untalented. The voices made my life so unbearable that my schoolwork was impossible to finish. I felt unmotivated to do anything knowing the outcome would be disappointing. This music was not the music I loved, but the chemical imbalances of my brain that cut into conversations, school, and my sleep. These voices told me to wake up at night and eat 10 pieces of bread consecutively, and then starve the next day. They fell silent when I couldn't move in class as my entire body ached, my head buzzed, and my heart rate grew to increasing BPM comparable to Take 5 by Dave Brubeck. My straight-A streak became compromised as I struggled silently with pending deadlines. The hardest part was the internal struggle was unrecognizable to others. I was in a cage of my own making. When the doctors told me, I could hear a ringing in my ears. Too loud, it took over my thoughts. Anxiety. That's the word they said that kept me in a cage. It feels like you've lost control of your car you were driving and you simply watch as your car swerves and takes you off the path. It can also be magical. Sometimes I can see so many differing opinions and faceted sides of life. My brain shows me that not everyone is perfect, shows me empathy, or even a negative side I may need to explore to learn about human emotion. This is important to me. I care so much about understanding human emotions, how they are affected, and what makes us passionate about the things that inspire us. Why do I love music? I could state so many reasons, but one of them is because it focuses my brain when it doesn't want to stay in balance. So yes, dramatics all aside, dealing with anxiety is hard. Some people are just stressed, and some people like me are physically and mentally affected. Anxiety can take over your life, yet I refuse to let it. I choose to look at it as a gift and something that needs to be nurtured. Mental health is everything. Having a healthy mind affects you physically, how you work, your relationships, and your daily functionality. My senior year has been all about focusing on my mental health. It can be excruciating, but it can also be invigorating. What I know is that I will find a balance. Prioritizing myself has been the best thing I've ever done. It's not always perfect, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I have grown to recognize my inner symphony. I think that's why music is so important to me. Music gives me a focus I don't get with any other escape. It makes me happy, it challenges me, it sparks creativity, and it silences the noise in my brain for just a little bit. Music connects me to the ground when I am floating in a sea of my thoughts. That is how I know anxiety isn't the end of the world. Therefore, for me, mental health is music, and I am better for it. Have you ever woken up with the